You know what? We'll do 10 when there's 10, and we'll do it seasonally. We'll just do a few. I don't need 50. Masterpiece adamantine high boots. God damn, man. God damn. Getting all of the schwank. Not really, no. We just throw them out, but there's almost always bones around. Let's make 30 vials. Let's make 30 backpacks. So no, I don't specifically store them in separate stockpiles. Usual TTV wants you to post beers in chat. So I guess what we need to start doing now is constructing these floors down here. But really what I need to do, I need to give these dwarves a bit of a break because we missed the last autumn festival. We kind of got invaded shortly after it started. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to let them construct all of this and do a little bit more hauling. And jump up to here. Check this. Check this. I'm actually going to make 2 more jeweler shops, I think. We're going to dig a little further back into here. Put 2 more back here. And then what I think I'm going to do is I am just going to give these dwarves another break. Hey, your lobsters. What's up, dude? Long time. How you been? Good to see you. The elves have much to discuss with me, apparently. I can chop down 6 trees. Cool. I haven't chopped down any in a while. I'm going to jump up to where the elves are. We're going to trade with them. Sure, we'll sell them large gems and go to cut gems. Oh, am I actually out of cut gems? Okay. That is a very expensive emerald. Holy shit. I will bring that 1 emerald, and that'll be all that we need to sell them. Some Forgotten Beast is coming out. Because it's Dota Christmas? It's not July yet, though. But, fair. Yeah, I mean, what, big updates, I guess? I guess that's why a few of my friends who I know play Dota have been getting a lot more views recently. I have a few streamer friends who play Dota. You want to see something cool, lobsters? They moved summer events anyway. They moved the summer events anyways a few years ago. Well, I mean, I'm saying it's July because of Christmas in July, which is like, you know, just a thing. Breeding pair of trained dragons, not just 1 breeding pair. So I'm going to assume that this egg isn't fertile. I tell them to throw it in the trash. Chat room, what do you think? Should I throw this egg in the trash or should I give them like another 6 weeks? What do you think? We're currently in early spring, 25th. This egg was laid before that dragon, the other dragon showed up. 1 more month, more time, eat it. We'll give it more time. I'll give it until the 15th of next month, and then I'll toss it. Oh, also lobsters, since you only just tuned in, this fortress is very, 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 very end game. We have a giant glass ball that's full of demons that are currently breeding. We, you know, just a couple of them, and also some beneath it. It's fine. And yes, those are giant honey badgers. Oh, you've been lurking? Okay, cool. Cool. You want to see this orb drop? Me too, although I'm not entirely certain I'll be able to get to it today. We may have to wait till tomorrow. But I will try to get to it today. Because I have to literally defeat hell to be able to drop the orb. Am I doing statues of all the monster GP? Nope. I haven't done a statue of a single monster. And I ain't gonna start now. I almost never do that stuff because I find that, like, it's super easy to remember to do that consistently until a calamity happens, and then I never keep up with it after that. Like, I feel like I would need to theme a whole fort around that and force myself to do it. Okay, let's just double check that that thing is not encrusted with wood. It's encrusted with sapphires, encircled with bands of black diamond cabochons, well-crafted single-cut green diamonds, single-cut rubies, clear-cut diamonds, well-crafted emerald red-cut tourmalines, tapered baguette-cut faint yellow diamonds, star sapphire, blue diamond, moss opal, finely crafted indigo tourmaline, yellow diamond. On the item is an image of the dwarf, in star rubies of a dwarf and star ruby. It's by Krampus. On the item is a well-designed image of a moghopper and red diamond by Kavish. On the item is an image of a scepter and praise opal by Olan. Okay, so it's like a collaborative effort. That's fine. I can literally sell them one thing and probably buy everything they have. Yay, they brought me wood. Fucking finally. It's literally all I've wanted them to bring me for so long. They brought a giant grasshopper. I don't need a giant grasshopper. What else have they brought? They brought a giant spider monkey. Sure, I'll take a giant monkey. What else do you have? They have an eagle. Okay, why not? We'll take an eagle. They do rot. They have giant flies as well. That's kind of funny. If I wanted to breed giant insects, I'm also getting invaded by those, so that would actually make that rather easy, but eh. What is up, Hazaza? How are you doing? I don't even have a minecart shotgun in this fort, which is actually kind of shocking. I'm gonna take those buckets because I've been running out of buckets recently. And also might as well just buy all of the instruments in case we happen to learn them. And the puzzle boxes and toy boats. Done. Being besieged by mosquitoes? Oh, giant mosquitoes or normal mosquitoes? Because the giant ones are, you have to hit them twice before they squish. I get besieged by mosquitoes when I go to my community garden after like 8 p.m. But not quite yet. It's gonna take another, it's been too cold at night still, so like maybe... We have a ghost on the map that just got convicted of a crime. What was your last name, Ghost? Servesh. I thought I did memorialize you. Huh. Guess not. Well, I can fix that. Hold on. Let me Google Blackfly. I wonder if this is a thing with local names. Yes, we absolutely have black flies, although I think we call those deer flies. Nope, those aren't deer flies. We do have them though. Higher altitude than where I live though. Deer flies are like triangular. They're like fast, small horse flies. We also have horse flies. Yeah, there's a whole area that I kind of don't like going camping in half of the year, specifically because of deer flies. I'm giving this dragon another 10 days. There's something wrong about deer flies being faster than horse flies. It's not, they're not called that because of the speed at which they fly. They're called that because of the amount of fur that they can bite through. Basically what I'm saying is if there's ever a, like, trying to think, what's a really long-haired dog breed? Fly. I'd be terrified. I was explaining to one of my neighbors a couple of weeks ago that a bite that she got on her leg while camping was not a spider, and it was in fact a horsefly, and she refused to believe me and kept showing me different pictures. I'm like, that's not a spider bite. That is a horsefly bite. We don't have spiders that bite like that. She's like, no, a spider bit me. Like, why? Flies don't bite. I'm like, what? You've lived here your whole life and you've never heard of a horsefly? What the fuck? Excuse me, madam? Oh, it doesn't matter if they're in the same room or not, but I'm not going to keep them here. It's just a matter of I don't know how long this egg was in here before it was fertilized, dude. I know that they don't need to be, like, standing together for the egg to be fertilized. I don't know how long this egg was here before this dragon got caught, because we only caught this dragon in the past year. I mean, if you have you can have an allergic reaction to horseflies, yeah. If you're allergic to them, or they can also, like, give you some pretty nasty infections. Like, I had a friend in Scouts growing up who got a horsefly bite 2 days into a backpacking trip, and by the time we got home, his arm went from, like, little kid width, so, you know, like, about that big around, to, like, baseball bat thick. Like, end of a baseball bat thick. All right, I'm going to assume that this is not fertile. We're going to get rid of it. You know, Groot, thanks for the instructions. I didn't ask. I didn't ask. Stop it. You watch me enough. You should know this. If you've learned one thing, just do not offer instructions unless requested. Thank you. Because if I'm fucking up, let me fuck up. I'll figure it out eventually, and if I actually need help, I will state it specifically. But I don't like being told unless requested. Okay, so I think we're gonna let some of those jobs play out. See, now we got 2 dragon eggs. Perfect. Also, I'm curious about something. All right, well, note the date, chat. It's the 10th of Slate. It's time for the unplanned spring festival. I'm just gonna crank this number up a bunch. maybe 30. Crank this number up to 20. Let the instruments counts go up a little bit. 3 months. OSCA. She's got eggs. She knows how to use them. You remember being a tag where if you looked at the egg, it would say fertile? You know, it's funny. That's what I've been looking for, but like I haven't seen it, which is kind of concerning. But I also can't remember if that's a DF hack thing or not. But like, I do have DF hack running. Okay, Mistum the child has been taken by a Fey mood. So the kiddo here, I need to remove from this burrow then. Or rather, I just need to add you to this one. Because this burrow is super restrictive. Also, all of the squads need to be taken off of constant training. In fact, I'm going to set them all to off duty. Yeah, okay, these ones do say fertile. Holy shit, we have got a lot of... Apparently, this is how many eggs I have, chat. And literally none of them say fertile. Why is this one bigger than this one? What? Now that's a genuine question. Why is this one bigger? Why is that sprite bigger? No, because then, unlike RimWorld, you would have 75,245 bajillion animals. Maybe it is fertile, because it's embiggened. The other ones are in food stock? That's just odd. Like, why would they have two different sprites? You went for the close-up option when getting the baby picture? Yeah, true. They got the ultrasound, and they wanted the, like, ultra-high definition. Yes, they can. No, they are not lobsters. They are exactly the same as any other egg-based meal. I'm going to do a thing, though, real quick, though. I'm going to go to labor, kitchen. I've got a lot of seeds I would like them to cook. Like, well, I don't need them to. Oh, I see some seeds. Go to all. Okay, don't cook dragon egg. Cook the rest of egg. See, this is interesting, right? Because, like, giant lorikeet egg. There's, like, hen egg. I don't know. I should sell some eggs, I think. Okay, so something else I'm going to do since we're in party time now. I'm going to grab all of these squads and just click Update Uniform. I'm curious about how many boots we have. I mean, we're pretty much there. I'm going to actually make a new uniform, and this is going to be called breastplate. Or not called, but it's going to include breastplate, helm, greaves, gauntlets, high boots, socks, shields, individual choice melee. And this is going to be called No Pants. And it's going to be replacing clothing. Do you guys have a better name for this? 667. Oh, there you go, Stump. That's pretty good. We're gonna go with Lick Mono Pants. And they're all gonna put that on next time. Look at this. Just about all of them have complete uniforms. Actually, with the exception of this last one, these guys are gonna stay on the default one. Kaiser Knight was found dead because this ghost decided to kill Kaiser. Well, so much for our lovely festival. I'm just... God damn it. Okay, well, let's get Kaiser put into here. He was a very happy dwarf too. Just had the loveliest festival, you know? It even included death. That's how you know it's a good festival. That's how you know it's a party. Grumble. Oh, lazy? I mean, it's a Friday, and we're streaming. I get to go see Unleash the Archers tonight, which I'm very excited about. Although my friend, you guys will thank me for this. My friends wanted, why is there a hole in the, what? There's like, oh, that's bad. I don't know how this ended up. Oh, this must have fallen through from, Okay, well, I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna put a pillar right there. So apparently, must have been a fire or something. Caused a tree to cave in, and it actually put a hole in here. I don't think it killed anybody. That's something. At least we have a skylight now. What's going on with the fort today? Well, the ball is full of demons, and they are multiplying. We have a breeding pair of dragons. And Mama just laid some eggs. Although I'm kind of worried that okay, hold on. I'm going to do a thing. Sorry. If it says yes, I'm going to be sad. Fudge. We don't have a breeding pair. So that sucks. I'm gonna go cry now. What does it say? My male dragon is asexual. Yep. Dragon not gonna furt the eggs. You know, it's like considering I had a real life relationship end because of that exact same thing. Too real, man. The Mistum, the Dwarven child, has created Sizachinos, a green glass cabinet, and claims it as an heirloom in the name of the family ancestor, Yushri Lance gift. All right, well, we'll just put it in your bedroom then. Well, it was Mistum, right? Nope, none of the love right now. Currently, all of the mild annoyance, none of the love. I refuse to give you love in this exact instance, Stone. Now is not the time nor the place for representation of humans. It is the time and the place for me to grumble and moan about a dragon being dum-dum. That is all. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Dragon is on the menu. You know I'm tempted to. I'm not gonna lie. I am tempted to. He's a dragon, not a shag. Dragon ain't into shagging, that's for sure. All right, well, I'm gonna cry while I have a sad festival in the sad festival room. Geld that fucker? Can I? I don't think you can geld egg layers. No, you can't. Probably to kill the fort, not, you know, make babies in the fort, if I had to bet. Suns out, guns out, suns out, buns out. That would be a Mark's Dwarf squad, though. That would definitely be a Mark's Dwarf squad. I'm not that mad. I'm just really disappointed. It's like, you know, it's the sort of thing where I was kind of hoping that would happen the entirety of the playthrough of this fort, and then it's just like... Ace destroys relationships. Sad face. Dragon's Son, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Oh, very much so. Very much so. Very much so. Thanks, Putnam, for making the Gaydar, though you did save me much annoyance. I'm also just going to disable this for a second, just so that they can build these. Once these are finished, then I'll turn the burrow back on. It's time to pray another dragon walks in. We don't really have another option. Okay. All right, chat. Dwarves are in festival mode. I'm in cranky streamer mode. Not that cranky, but slightly cranky streamer mode. And you know the whole, you're not you when you're hungry? Have a Snickers? I'm not going to go get a Snickers because I don't have a Snickers, but I am going to go get a sandwich. So I will be back in about 90 seconds with a sandwich. Don't go anywhere too quick. Enjoy the party. Because it is, of course, the out-of-season fall festival. Oh no, did somebody die? Or did somebody get memorial? Hopefully somebody got memorialized. Okay, sweet. Somebody got memorialized. All right. Hello. I return. Here's the thing. Person with name I can't read. You can mod the game to do whatever you want. Research it on your own time, but if you sit around in my chat talking about historical accuracy of making soap out of elves, I will probably eventually ban you from my YouTube chat. So, go mod the game to your heart's content, but keep that level of nonsense out of my chat, please. It's not welcome here. Never will be. All right, I'm gonna eat my sandwich and watch these dwarves dance. What did you just walk in on? Oh, nothing. Warthogs, you're fine. Halfway through a conversation? Oh, there was no conversation. I was telling somebody to shut up in the YouTube chat. Okay, sandwich. It's also from a long time ago, too. It's like 25 minutes ago. I just didn't look. I really like this bread. It's super tasty. But I literally never buy it because it's terrible for you. It's like bread baked with cheese in it. So it's like yellow. But it's white bread. It's basically like extraordinarily unhealthy cheese bread. But sometimes I buy it as a snack. And it is as like a treat. And it is super tasty. Like I could live off of this stuff. But I would turn into a hot air balloon and float away probably. I'd be like, what is it? Who's the chick who eats blueberries and then floats away in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? I'd do that. The only one I ever remember is Veronica Salt, so. Was Violet? Okay. Right. Ford, how could I forget? Violet, you're turning violet. Yeah, the only thing I ever remember is, no, Daddy, I want it now. Nixie, thanks for the 21 months. Appreciate you greatly. Hope you're doing well. Jarm, can I get a round of beers? 21 months. Thanks for the first resub in 37 minutes. Appreciate you. Veruca, yeah, not Veronica. Yeah, she's the one who went down the chute in the nut room, yes. A lot of children, like, get messed up in that book. You know, people are worried about OSHA violations for dwarves, but at least most of these dwarves are adults. They also don't support slave labor, so. I'm almost surprised there isn't a mod for an Oompa Loompa fortress. Speaking of things that seem totally fine when you're a kid, and then reading it again as an adult, or looking at it again as an adult, and you go, what the fuck? Oompa Loompas. Just Oompa Loompas in general. Oompa Loompa stops construction of wall singing another friggin' I mean, dwarves do that too. Too many carrots. I mean, it's got nothing to do with carrots, but... Oh, no, I know. Like, the numbers are going in the right direction, yep. Well, it's literally just, like, a straight-up description of, like, importing slave labor from a faraway land. Like, it's kind of wild, actually. It's, like, up there with Harry Potter and House Elves. It's, like, weirdly creepy. It's like, oh, yeah, no, they're liberated from a faraway land. It's like, that's not okay. I love how effective this whole library operation has been. Oh, hey! Speaking of depressed dwarves, the dwarf who tantrumed is now dead. Wasn't as depressed as you possibly could have been, but no longer our issue. Okay, so that dwarf's name was Eturzaf. Eturzaf. New clothes. I mean, here's the thing. We're making them new clothes already. I think they were just dancing. Listening to poetry, socializing. Kokoroko would like a dwarf. This would be your third in this fort, I think. Do you want another military dwarf? Okay. Give me a second. So we've got two scholars right now. One is pondering the lever, and the other one is Cole, who's discussing diseases. Cole, do not panic, is incapable of standing and incapable of grasping. Which I do wonder, would that mean that you could write a book even though you can't grasp? I don't think any of them have made a discovery, but... apparently was discussing formal reasoning as well. To pull or not to pull? There was... What? Is it singing time? Chat room. You know what you know what to do. I think. Do the thing. We get all of your dance emotes in both chat rooms right now. ASAP. Forever and ever. On high. Go. Come on, YouTube chat, you can do this too. You click the party button, it's pretty easy. Good party, everybody. Well partied. Consider that party complete. Now that the party is complete, you can go back to your normal chatting routines. But do not feel the need to assume the party position. And no, there will not be cake, and I didn't lie about it. He is deliberately cruel to those unfortunate enough to be subject to his sadism after seeing a Bushmaster man's dead body. He is often nervous and rarely happy or enthusiastic, and he doesn't seek out excitement. He tends to make a small mess with his own possessions, and he tends to be a little tight with resources when working on projects. He tends to consider what others think of him, and he tends to ask others for help with difficult decisions. He doesn't cling tightly to ideas and is open to changing his mind, and he does not easily hate or develop negative feelings, and he often feels discouraged. He can handle stress, and he needs alcohol to get through the working day and doesn't really care about anything anymore. Dreams of crafting a masterwork someday, and personally views decorum as a high ideal, is deeply offended by those that fail to maintain it, believes that the acquisition and use of power over others is the ideal goal in life worthy of the highest respect, believes that peace is always preferable to war, respects perseverance, and doesn't value merrymaking. He doesn't see cooperation as valuable, and he doesn't see the point of working hard. He likes talc, iron, lapis lazuli, which is a fun word to say, and candlenut wood, longfin mako shark, leather specifically, the color dark tan, circles, high boots, and large gems, giant cave toads for their strength, and the sound of the zephyr of glimmers and the sight of the umber skirt. Impossible prefers to consume sea lamprey, strawberry plants, and plum wine, and absolutely hates oysters. And he has a prominent chin and a medium-length beard. He has several friends who are in the military, and he's a member of the Cult of Controllers. Okay, so he owns a lot of Xbox controllers, I guess. And he has no family in the fort. And how long have you been here? He's been here since the year 321. Been here for a while. Welcome to the fort, Dwarf. Okay, so we're in late spring. Once the game is done saving, we will go back to our usual works. Cake is a lie, but the pie is not. No, I mean, the cake was a lie because it was actually a pie. Thanks for the $10, holy shit. Cheers, mate.
Foul_G cheered. X1000.
Chat room, can I get a round of beers for the $10? That's the first bits in the last hour. The second notification of money in the last hour. Thanks a ton, dude. Thanks for the support and helping keep this stream funded. And, not ad, but sponsor-free. Unlocked sicko mode after what happened to the Bushmaster, man. He will remember the Bushmaster. Remember the Bushmaster! Alright, so dwarves and children. And then dwarves and children. We are now going back to our usual routines. And they all strip their clothes off. Well, not all of them, but most of them. So I'm going to have a bunch of naked dwarves for a little bit. And they're going to be horrified about them having to run around naked. But once they have all of their gear, then they will be able to wear their shoes. No, they're taking their clothes off because the party's over. Not quite how that works. Making adamantine wafers. I don't know why there's vomit here. I like how this dwarf has adamantine stitches. That will always amuse me. See? Look, they've got boots. Welcome back, Elfie. We have very sad news. No baby dragons. Very sad news. Boy dragon's asexual and doesn't give a shit about our thoughts or feelings. Much sad. Worst day of the week. It's okay. That day's already over, though. But, like, seriously. God damn it. Thanks to Putnam for the Gaydar, though. Saved some frustration. Only the finest of stitches? Yeah. You don't need to be stitches to get, you don't need to be a snitch to get stitches here. I mean, I would have figured it out pretty quick, but like, I don't know. It's almost, it's a mechanic. I understand why it exists, but sometimes, man, I wish it wasn't a thing. You one of my dwarves? Yes, you are, Napalm. Are you gonna go out here and die now? You're just hoping you don't. Nope. You know exactly as much as I do. I've gotten almost no responses from Bay 12 as of late. What is a gaydar? It tells you if a character in Dwarf Fortress is gay or not. It's a DF hack a command called gaydar. You type in gaydar, it tells you if they are straight or not, and if they're asexual. And in the case of animals, animals can be gay in Dwarf Fort, or alternatively, asexual and not interested. And it's a pain in the dick. Sucks. It's like, worst thing in the world is like, oh yay, we've started a new fort. This is great. And then like you get a cool animal, and you're like, yay, I have a breeding pair of cool animals. And I'm like, wait, they're not breeding. Oh, fuck you, game. But it is what it is. I mean, I would have figured it out after a bit. No, it's not a joke. I'm like genuinely sad because it's a thing. There is no joking here. This is 100% cereal. And unfortunately, it's Rice Krispies, which doesn't give you much hunger filling. As I told Stone 40 minutes ago, now isn't the time for human representation. Now is the time to be annoyed at the fucking dragon. There is plenty of times in the world for human representation. You can have that as much as you need it. Now isn't the time for that. Now is the time to be mad at that stupid fucking dragon. Well, I might snack, crackle, and pop its neck off at some point. Kagenara, I don't know about the dragon itself. Like, I know chat said, well, dragon's on the menu, boys. It might be, actually. I might just set that dragon on fire. What did the dragon do? Is asexual. So I have a female dragon and a male dragon, but I can't breed them because one of them decided to be fucking annoying. So, I'm mad. Grumble. Still a good turret? Not really. Throw him into hell? I'm kind of tempted to. I might make that... Here's the thing, though. Demons are, like, not affected by dragonfire. So, it's not like it would be particularly effective. It would just kind of kill him. That would probably kill more of my dwarves than enemy dwarves, though, Salva. That's the problem. And also, I have a much more effective method of fighting the enemies, which is the lava geyser. So, you know. I would if I could. Hazaza. Oh, I would if I could. Dragon death pit for prisoners. What prisoners exactly? We already have a volcano. I literally just... Whatever. As well. You know, here's the thing. I hate to break it to you guys. As far as I'm concerned, that dragon is completely useless and should be eaten. So I might just butcher the dragon. I might just do that. Because I don't really have a use for it. Aside from complaining about it. Isn't there a DF hack script to change orientations? Certainly. I'm not going to use it. That's cheating. I don't use any DF hack scripts that permanently impact the personality of characters in any way. I use DF hack to debug things and find information, but I'm not going to use it to cheat. At that point, I might as well just spawn 50 dragons and make them tame. The heck's the point at that point? Also, somebody correct me here if I'm wrong, but didn't the game used to let you dig through this semi-molten rock and it would just endlessly spew lava? Did the game ever let you do that, or am I, like, imagining that? Do I have good wine to pure with the dragon steak? Let's see. Got rice beer, pineapple wine, river spirits, carambola wine, custard apple cider, date wine, dwarven wine, and mango wine. Ooh, mango wine sounds tasty. How are you doing, Sycon? What's up, man? Hope you've been well. Oh, I was like, why did I not working? I do that all the time. That's like, because that's the wood chopping tool, Greg, not the mining tool. River spirits, yes. I think that's like a human drink, isn't it? Can't remember what's used to make river spirits, but it's not a particularly high value beverage. Is it rope reed? Okay. I know it's a surface crop. It's one of those drinks I don't generally make. I'm currently having flashbacks to a fort that Hazazah did a while ago. This was before Steam came out, where there was an adamantine pillar that was so tall it hit the surface. It was sort of like those Armlock spikes, but it was just all adamantine. And he had like roads paved of adamantine. That's what this digging process right now is reminding me of. It's quite the time. Also, this is very unrelated and random and not really related to anything that we've been discussing or talking about or doing for the past, forever, or at all today. I listened to Green Day's most recent album last night. I think it's the first new Green Day album I've liked since, like, 2012. Or, like, whenever 21... Was that 2009? 21 Guns? I think it was 2009. It's actually, like, good. Like, really good. It's called Survivors. It's actually, like, really good. If you like Green Day, it's actually really good. And it's very surprising to me, because I've always agreed with their politics generally, but I just didn't like the songwriting in the last two albums. Like, Unos, Dos, and Tres just didn't do it for me at all, and the one they put out after that, which had like one or two songs on it, was kind of fine, but like, way more misses than hits. Whereas, like, I listened to the entire... Yeah, Saviors, not Survivors, my bad. I listened to the entirety of that album last night, and I was like, wow, this is actually really good. And the reason I went and listened to it is the song on that album, Dilemma. I don't know. I think it was 21st Century Breakdown, I think was the name of that album, Enemy. I like that one, but that's just because I was young at the right time when that album came out. But they played Dilemma on the, like, rock and roll station here, and I usually have the radio on at pretty low volume when I'm just doing stuff around the house because I was doing dishes. And that song played. I was like, "This is really good. What the heck is this? I don't recognize the song." And I literally Shazammed it, and it's like Green Day. I was like, "What? Green Day song I don't know that I like? The fuck?" From all of Unos, Dos, Tres, one song. I'm sure there's like a song on those albums that I liked, but I couldn't tell you what it was. That was the main problem with Unos, Dos, Tres. It was just forgettable. Like, he put out 3 albums in quick succession and like 1 year apart from each other, and I don't remember any of them. That's not a good sign, man. Look, Mom, no brains. Wasn't that after Unos Dos Tres? I thought that was the one with like the burning up stereo system on the cover that came after those ones. I could be wrong though. Also, hello, Sharkberry Pizza. Welcome back, I suppose. Unless you, or oh wait, no, that's you're just putting a waving emote. Oh, hey, you're a Claiborne sub. That's neat. Claiborne needs custom emotes though. Also, Patrick, how you doing? But yeah, I really like Dilemma. I think Dilemma's a good song. Although I'll tell you this, I'm really good at remembering albums that I like. I'm terrible at remembering songs I like because I don't listen to albums. Because I don't listen to individual songs. I listen to albums. So it's like, oh, I like that album, but couldn't name any songs on it. It's kind of a problem that I have. Okay, so I need a trapdoor for like right here, basically. Oh, that's a door, not the trapdoor. I clicked the wrong button. Because on this layer, I'm going to dig around this and try and build around it. What's directly beneath this wall? Oh, I see why. That is not diggable dirt. That is semi-molten rock, probably. But the thing that I will say about Green Day, regardless of my indifference to a lot of their music in their later and in their careers, I will go see them live whenever I get the chance because they are genuinely one of the best live shows I've ever seen. How's my day going? Pretty good. No complaints. We got a dragon for a bit, which I was really excited to have a breeding pair of dragons. I was like, oh my god, a breeding pair of dragons, holy shit! And turns out one of the male dragon that we got just now is asexual, and so we're not gonna get any baby dragons out of it, and I'm really disappointed. But aside from that, like, overwhelming sadness and disappointment and anger at the dragon for being a drag, we are doing quite well today. In general. Chad, how's your day going? Are you having a good Friday? Any plans for the weekend? Anybody doing anything fun here? I'm mostly just gonna be like scrambling and trying to get shit edited so that I can go on my like 5-day vacation and have something, at least something for every day on YouTube that isn't just like highlights. I wanna have like an actual video or two released this next week. But I'm doing okay. Doing all right. You're gonna go for a bike ride tomorrow? I really hope the bike shop calls me today and tells me the bike's ready to pick up because they called me on Monday and said it'll probably be ready on Tuesday, and then they called me on Wednesday and said, so we ran into a problem and it probably won't be ready until Thursday. And now it's Friday and they haven't called me, so... You know, just slightly concerned brain about that, but, you know. As the people at the bike shop said, it's their biggest bike rebuild job that they've gotten in literally years. So, yeah. Can I do a base tour? Oops, wrong button. So this is the top of it. It's a giant, you know, this thing. And a cooler of beer to the pool. I mean, I knew what you meant. You throw the kids in the pool and you sit on the side and drink beer. Like, that's perfectly logical. Sounds like a good way to spend, you know, almost June weather time of the year. So we have the ziggurat here that's above a volcano. We have lava eruptors around the place. We're getting attacked by giant insects and giant birds. This is the front door, but we take the side door because the front door is too dangerous. This is, you know, just power and stuff and entrance things. This is the main layer. We've got the monarch's quarters and such. Up here we have a bunch of temples in the middle, the piles and piles and piles and piles of graves, as well as the noble graves, as well as the, all this stuff down here, all these gravestones. These are bedrooms on the lower levels. These are the higher levels of bedrooms. Over here are the nobles' offices, and down here are some noble bedrooms. We have a sphere made of glass full of demons. We have 2 dragons. there's no mods on this either, so all of this stuff was gotten legitimately. And we have like pump stacks. We have this hallway here, which is eventually intended to fight with hell, but it needs some modifications. And then this stairwell goes all the way down to hell, and we don't have any access to the caverns right now because they're full of demons and forgotten beasts. And all the way down here is where we are currently digging into hell. That is the brief base tour, Mac the Hat. If you have any questions, please feel free to send them to me, and I will get back to you on the nearest business day. I'm gonna go peek outside. I'm hearing a power tool. I'm trying to figure out what that is. Neighboring building has a pressure washer. Weird. No problem, Mac the Hat. All right, so we're gonna finish digging this sucker out down here. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's do this here, 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 and here. Should be fine. It would be cool if I could know right now why my dwarves aren't doing any of the actual mining that I asked them to do just now, but let's remove other tasks from them. There we go. It'll take them a bit to get down here, though. What's the goal? Chat, what's the goal? You know what to do. I hope. Maybe you don't. But I'll help. Chat, what's the goal? Although I don't actually think we can reach level 1. Yeah, it goes down to layer 8. Currently, we are besieging hell. We're locked in a pretty stable stalemate currently. Oh, hey, I can throw Ghana tank into the military now. Weird. I'm gonna throw... Oh! Huh. Hey, chat. Apocalypse. We're being judged by the gods! This is the thing that I was wondering if they're still evil. Current resident. I don't think this thing is going to kill us. Keyword is I don't think. This is a darkness catastrophe. It is a towering snail composed of ash. Funny looking snail. It has wings and it appears to be covered with sharp hooks and barbs. It was created by the human goddess, the Hex of Hate, and is part with darkness, misery, and torture. Yeah, they don't generally attack unless something aggroes it, which means I think I might just attack it when it walks by my soldiers. What do you think, chat? Attack it when it walks by? Throw some salt on it? Yeah. Why not trap it behind some doors? Because that's not getting the proper glory that a dwarf deserves. Speaking of, Kujitsu, the armorer, has been taken by a Feymood. Defeated a dragon. No, we're gonna consume that dragon during the next autumn festival. Okay, so we are now attacking the darkness catastrophe. Can I get a round of beer for good luck? No, this is a archdemon. Archdemons are what bring goblins to the world. By default, they're Grandmaster everything, so they're pretty strong. The fact that it's a snail makes it quite a bit weaker, but we're gonna wait a few turns and see it start attacking. It is choking on smoke underground. It strikes at the Swordmaster, but it was blocked by an iron shield. It jumps backwards a few tiles. I don't know how a snail jumps, but the Swordmaster attacks it, but it jumps away. Because it is a very talented dodger, and I'm seeing Dwarf blood on the ground, which is not great. That's Moldath's blood. But Moldath is a Swordmaster. I'm a little worried about the smoke here, actually. Whoa! Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, so Catan just killed it by stabbing it in the body with her whacking it in the body with her bronze shield, which broke away the tissue. And Catan the Mole says, "This is my fight too. There is no need to feel vengeful." I feel like it would be like the sound of a snail jumping would be the equivalent of like throwing a toilet plunger at somebody's head. Like a pop kind of thing. But yes, 'tis in fact gone. I wouldn't have attacked it if it was a creature that seemed scary, but snails aren't super scary, so. A feeling that lava's about to kill you, Kivish. Sorry in advance. Ah, well, no, but okay. Well, oops. Also, goddamn. What in the goddamn? Okay, let's do this. That fight went anticlimactic. It's kind of what I was expecting. Also, I'm going to make a new Look Ma No Pants squad. And I think this dwarf has earned their own squad. And it's going to be called the Arch... let's say... Ashen Arch. She immediately takes her clothing off and is going to go get new gear, I think. Well, partially new gear. Yeah, she's getting new clothes. And I need to check something. Adamantine Greaves. How many wafers do I have? Oh, 0. Cool. I have a feeling most of this raw adamantine, okay, is either down in the hole or in lava right now, right? Yes. Old Day of the Tentacles game? Yeah, true, actually. I'm not gonna lie, I always forget about that era of video games. Or often I forget about that era of video games, I guess. I think something I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna smooth and fortify this once we get down in here. Smoothing and fortifying it will allow me to just drain all this lava into here from up above, as well as that water. And, not have to worry about torching any more dwarves. Accidentally. Oh, come on. the lava was so... The water was so hot. Or the fire and lava was so hot that it made all of the water immediately evaporate. That's very Dwarf Fortress. It's okay. I can make that into a pond and we can get that done. Is it bad? Okay. Chat room, I have a question. Do we butcher the dragon, or do I throw the dragon into hell? What do I do? Pull. Demons are in fact immune to dragon fire. Basically, if we're going to kill a dragon intentionally, how do you want to see me do it? Okay, so these are no longer burning. Just dumped a bucket of water on them. To looking at chat, I think what we're going to do is I am going to consume the dragon. And throw its skull into hell. Maybe, actually, here's what we need to do. I have a win condition for this fort. We have to make a shrine to the most popular religion in hell. Okay. And then put a dragon skull totem on it and leave the other dragon there in defense of it. That's what we're going to do. Oh, I don't care how much food parts are worth. Also, Vod Moses is a really good name for a dwarf. Is that even a thing, Diamond? I don't think it is. Kujitsu, the armorer, has created Edna Mod. No capes. Edna Zes. An intricate copper right gauntlet. And offers it to the hot sparks. Well, there's nothing I can do with that. So, I'll put it here. I don't really care about it too much, so we'll just put it there. Also, something I need to do is green, glass, great. And I'm going to need a lot of these. So let's just make 500 of them. Like I said, I'm going to need a lot of them. I'm kind of amazed that none of these jobs have kicked in yet. Like, genuinely kind of amazed that none of these jobs have kicked in. Like, what are all these definitely miners doing? Burrow is open. Have I, like, broken the stairs down, maybe? Yeah, I mean, that's... Huh. Okay, I mean, let's tell him to dig through this, because I'm not sure... Okay, well, that works. I thought that this would be, like, enterable, but maybe it isn't. Okay. I mean, I've seen gremlin gods before. It's been a while, but I've certainly seen gremlin gods. So what I'm going to have to do is... Which layer has the glass on it? This layer has the glass on it. I'm going to put a hatch cover up here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do these one layer at a time. Dig through this, put a floor piece on. Dig through the next one, put 2 floor pieces on it. Dig through the next one, put 2 floor pieces on it. We're just going to do that. One layer at a time, dig out the last of this. Some ancient horror was encased here until now. Oh no! What are you? You're a white monster. That's terrifying. What is a white monster? Towering quadruped composed of salt. It has large mandibles and it appears to be emaciated. So is this another archangel or... No? Oh, it's white monster, not salt monster. Duh. Okay, so this is just a demon. This will fight us. So rest in peace to that dwarf, probably. Chat room, you may want to pray for Dubar here. Bit late. Rest in pieces, Dubar. This is Malice Beguiles. Moving up real quick. The dwarves run into it, begin immediately fighting. Stinthad is immediately taking some hits. Actually got, like, kicked in the foot, which hurts. It's happened to me. Bullies used to do that to me. Ghana Tank also runs in and says, "The battle rages, I laugh in the face of death. You are a recruit. Why did you get here first?" Fortunately, it's going after the bigger threat first. So the dwarf that actually has training, that's pretty smart on behalf of the monster. Miss. Where's the rest of them? Okay, so the rest of them are all one floor up. What's that? This is a white monster. I will reread the details because I'm in an ad break now. So I won't let the game move forward until the ad break is done. It is a towering quadruped composed of salt. It has large mandibles, and it appears to be emaciated. I would say that this is Shroud's chat. Trying to think who has a salty chat room. Stinthad here is having a rough day. In fact, he's been bit in the head. Ooh. Nom. Ouch. Ouch. Average Twitch chat. I mean, maybe not average Twitch chatter. It's definitely like the collective Xbox Live. Dragon soap sounds nice. I don't know. I kind of wish I could. Can you? You can't specify what type of fat to use in soap, can you? You had a bad day at work? I hope that your days get better, dude. Like, you know, we all have bad days. Bad days are awful. Never wish a bad day on anybody. Let's make some more soap, though. Or at least prep for it. Apparently, I actually have make soap jobs queued up, and they never finished them. I guess they made the ash, but they didn't make the lye. Do I not have an ashery? I thought I did. Excuse me? Yeah, I do. What? Fucking make lye, you weirdo. Jeepers. I mean, obviously there is none, but Ghana Tank is dead. I'm very sorry, Ghana Tank. And we also missed the end of the fight because I unpaused the game for a second. We got the creature, because the creature does appear to be dead now. I could forbid all types of fat, but dragon, yeah, you're right. That is, in fact, a option. What do you want? Goblets, okay. What happened? For real? You're not gonna let me read it? Oh, I see, because I'm looking at the wrong one. No, I'm not. Catan the Mole didn't get any hits in. You did. White monster kicks the recruit in the left foot. Bites him in the mouth, and the cheek explodes into gore. Shook him around by the head, and his skull exploded, basically. Militia captain got a hit in, got kicked. Quite a few injuries, actually. And also, we lost Jurist as well. 2 dwarves down. Pretty rough losses on that one. Could probably butcher this thing. I don't know if I can, but I'm going to try. Man, I wish we could make candles. That would be cool if we could. You made soap from dog patolo? I mean, vast majority of the soap I end up having in most forts is either soap or puppy. Or is either dog or puppy. Why am I making oh, hold on. Do I have a repeating job for potash from 1 billion years ago? I must. I mean, that would explain why... Yeah, there it is. Why do I have that? How much potash do I have? 82. Huh. Okay. I mean, I could use it as fertilizer, but I'd kind of rather just make some clear glass blocks. But yeah, I guess, well, I don't need it as fertilizer. Like, food is a non-issue, as you can see. In fact, if anything, I need less food. Should probably even stop cooking to a degree. One of my kitchens was destroyed at some point. We're still we still have too much food. Yeah, we'll just make clear blocks. I'll just go here and make clear glass blocks. Or clear glass something. Clear glass balls. Let's make clear glass toys. We'll do that. Alright, well, you're gonna go dig. Bloody shame. Yeah, I can count on one hand the times I've used fertilizer in this video game, and I still don't find it necessary. Like, farming is already too easy. I don't need to make it easier. It's kind of my take. I mean, it won't shatter. Oh, right. Apparently we got another one coming. I was about to give them all new uniforms, but it's a good thing I didn't. Apparently we have another horror coming up. This one is a lizard devil who appears to have deadly dust, which is really bad. A six-legged lizard, it appears to be emaciated. Its eyes glow yellow. Its slate gray hair is very curly. Beware its deadly dust. Well, that's unfortunate. Because deadly dust is ridiculously OP. But it got hit by something? Okay, so a dwarf's head strikes the lizard devil in the lower body, bruising the guts. So this thing got hit by a dwarf's dead body. So this creature killed Avuz, like, immediately, right? And then blew out a bundle of deadly dust, which just did a ton of damage to him and almost killed him, but he almost instantly killed 3 dwarves. None of them are named, though, so there is that. Or rather, at least one dwarf. Maybe the other ones just haven't been buried yet. It's possible. Anyway, this creature's coming up real fast. Oh, lottie, coming. Can I get a good luck, chat? Diamond Destruct goes flying into the deadly dust. Cancels all of his jobs. Turns around. There's a naked JJ running around. Oh, fuck me. Well, anyway, also it's spontaneous bleeding dust, which is awful. Okay, so this could be a Fort Ender. Let's tell everybody to turn the fuck around. As you can see, this is great. JJ's dead. Who else is down and in here? Have I lost the queen? Nope, Monarch's alive. Okay, so there's Cyril, Lorbam. I'm actually going to tell the military to move up to here. And I think I'm just going to lock it in here. Sorry, Dwarf. Deadly dust is ridiculous, man. I mean, yeah, the first is dead. I mean, I can give you a dwarf. I mean, I'm going to lock it in here. I'm just waiting for the military to get out. And most of the other dwarves to get out too, if possible. Like, we're not gonna fight this thing. I'm just seeing if I can give Diamond Destruct a chance to get out. Same with Lanix as well. Also, Lanix. Turn around. Nope. Sorry. Maybe I'll make it. Maybe I'll make it. Okay, why are you... Okay, Fallout Rain, are you trying to be a hero? I told you guys to station in a different place. I need to be aware of where the creature is. Okay. It is moving down. Like, if it stays right there, that's good for us. Reg is being a stupid. Is Diamond still with us? Bad news, Diamond. That's Urist. There's Thigh Cut. Stinthad. Okay, there's a War Dog down here. Maybe we let the dragons fight it. But, maybe not. I told you not to do that job, Dwarf. This is your choice. Jesus. I mean, I turned the burrow on. The Duke of FireOrb is here. Oh, I see the problem. Antronarch, why are you going down here? Okay, you know what? We'll just do this. I didn't want to do it this way, but we'll do it this way. Just forbid everything in here. Nothing in here is allowed now. It's all forbidden. Now that it's all forbidden, can you quit being a stupid and turn around, please? That would be wise. Yep, turn around. You very much want to do that. Duke of FireOrb may be about to end up being the Duke of Dead. Okay, so Duke of FireOrb, I'm just going to accept, is no longer with us. Rest in peace, Dwarf. What a place. It's okay, you didn't do it that stupid because you survived. Okay, what was it? What's its kill count? I'm curious. 19, oh boy. It killed Shadow Absorber, Antronarch, JJ, Catan, Asteth, Ficod, Reg, Zon, a dog, Nomal, Cogsack, Digal, Lorbam, Serral. Fucking intense, man. Okay. Well, send the dwarves back to training. I think Lanix survived. Let's see. No, Lanix is no longer with us. But, yeah, Lanix didn't make it, but it wasn't credited with the kill. So what I'm going to do is, first, I need to give Lanix his proper tomb. The rest are just going to get separate memorials. And also, yeah, Duke Consort of FireOrb, you get one. And also, Antronarch, you can have one of these. And diamond, why not? You can have a big fancy tomb as well. So I have a question. UGDPY, what kind of dwarf would you like? Now that the door's locked. While I sit here and memorialize all of these. I'm going to engrave all these memorials. And then after I'm done engraving these, we can do some new names, or a new name, rather. Yeah, if I sent my soldiers in, we would have lost. No questions. Oops. At least it was an epic death to those of you who died. Like, like genuinely, that is a hell of a way to go. There's significantly worse ways that you could go as a dwarf. Let's go back down to here. Get rid of this. Do the remainder of these, which is Reg Una. Anti. And Lanix. Put it, okay, so drawbridge, basically, you know how you make a web spitting farm? Literally exactly that. Like, fortification, lock it behind the fortifications, 1 tile wide, drawbridge in front of it. It depends on the dwarf. Some dwarves don't value violence, but for this particular fort, I would say it's a glorious way to die. Glorious death. No, I mean, that is not what I am planning. I am not going to use that as defense. The thing is, I know how heavily things like that can backfire and how heavily defenses like that can backfire. I would rather just not, if that makes any sense, because it turns out having a defense like that, same with like dragons as defense, right? It's almost as easy to just accidentally kill your entire fort as it is to like successfully kill an enemy. And I really don't need it as a defense against the enemy. And it wouldn't really affect the demons. So like there's no, because syndromes don't affect them, right? So it's one of those, yeah, I could use it as defense, but it's kind of not helpful. You don't have any peasants. I might have a peasant. Let's see. I do, actually. He's very happy, too. I like your spouse's last name. Mischief Pages. Must be a recent migrant. Yeah, okay. You've been here for 2 years. I do have a... Do you want this peasant? Weaving thread into cloth? I actually don't know how you're... not listed as a glassmaker. It's odd. UGDPY is not really readily moved by art or natural beauty. His conflict by this is as he values artwork and its creation. He is confident under pressure and finds helping others emotionally rewarding. He tends to be a little wasteful in working on projects, and he is a friendly individual. He doesn't mind wearing something special now and again. He is quite comfortable with others that seem that have a different appearance or culture. He likes a little excitement now and again, and he has a tendency towards forming deep and emotional bonds with others. He can sometimes act with little determination and confidence, and generally acts with a narrow focus on the current activity. And he taps his... More. He taps his feet when there's a lull in the conversation. He needs alcohol to get through the working day and is getting used to tragedy. He dreams of crafting a masterwork someday and personally believes that the idea of war is utterly repellent and would have peace at all costs. He has a negative view of those who exercise power over others, finds eloquence and artful speech off-putting. And he doesn't feel strongly about the law. He doesn't care if others take the time to master skills and likes lay pewter, claystone, the picture jasper, blue peafowls for their enormous fantails and the blip, and prefers to consume lion hagfish, tomato wine, and blood amaranth flour. And he absolutely hates oysters. Likes eating lion, though. Has a long beard and is married. Is this disabled? Oh, yep, it's disabled. Turn around, please. Thank you. All right. Is your boy or carpenter still alive? Yes. Yes, it is. Is in fact still alive and wants to practice some martial arts. I'm actually going to put you in the military because you want to practice some martial art. A forgotten beast, Yusan Letofu, has come. A towering feathered porcupine. It's prickly. It has poison vapors. It's a very prickly creature, let me tell you. All right, down here. Whoops, wrong workshop. God damn. The numbers keep going up. O-N-U-L. Logem. Yeah, that's like one of the worst types of deadly dust you could have. Like, in my opinion, like spontaneous bleeding to death dust is the worst. Like, it is easily one of the worst syndromes they could have. It's like up there with just like sleep gas. Sleep gas sucks because they go to sleep and then immediately die. Bleeding stuff sucks because it's just guaranteed death, basically. At least, like, the skin rotting one. At least the skin rotting one, they can be healed if they make it to the hospital, but, like, my god, dude. You're off for like an hour? Who doesn't eat lions? I mean, I would be lying about it if I said I did. Okay, so let's see. Where is the creature sitting? He's right here. I'm gonna try and crush him. Because, like, that's really the only... Oh, fuck you, and he keeps moving. Okay, let's stare at him for a little bit and see exactly where he goes. The intensive wail. Yeah. I am gonna try and drop a block on him. So... I'm thinking maybe, like, right here. The thing is, in order to do this, I'm also going to have to wall this off. Because... yeah, I need to wall this off in order to do this. Because if this fucks up... oh, well... And the Duke Consort, of course. Whew. Well, at the very least, we can recover this in a reasonable speed. And also, the number of depressed dwarves is quite literally lower than it was before, so that is a good sign. But yeah, I'm going to try and cave this in. Is what we're going to do. So let's see if we can squish this monster. Timing will have to be impeccable in order for it to work, though. So, yeah, we're going to need all of the good luck we can get. That is what we're going to need. And also, I'd be willing... I wonder, actually. How many miners do I have left? 2. Okay, well, that explains a lot. I probably need more pickaxes, actually. If anybody doesn't want their dwarf mining, let me know. Let's just make 30 copper picks. The delayed bleeding paralysis dust is worse, Simo? Why? Oh, yeah, because the one with like a 2-week delay where like you finish the fight, the creature's dead, and then 30 dwarves die. I don't know. This one is way more Fort Endery. Man, we almost were able to make evil monster fat soap. That's a shame. All right, so plan right now. Try and kill this thing. Once we've tried to kill it, if we don't successfully kill it, that's fine. If we do successfully kill it, then we go back in there and do hell stuff. If we don't successfully kill it, we cut our losses, take what we've got, and prep for hell. And it's 2:30. So we have a little bit of time left. I think we will be finishing this invasion on my birthday stream. But what I am going to do, though, is I'm going to start redesigning my invasion hallway a little bit. This right here. This doesn't need to be the way it is. Currently, it's like suboptimal at best and not particularly effective. None of this matters up here. So what I do need, though, is I need... Actually, I could just drop this. Let's just drop this. Pull that lever, because this currently is kind of bad. And what I'm going to do is this is just going to suddenly go clunk. You think you won and then your dwarves die one by one? I honestly, the Sunbirths was the worst syndrome I've ever had in a fort, just like ever. And I maintain that. There is no syndrome I've ever had in a fort that was worse than Sunbirths. Just because of the fact that it kept getting, like, mixed in with the snow and kept getting, like, redistributed. And it was like, right when I thought it had gone away and it was done, it came back every frickin' time without fail. It was horrific. It's absolutely horrifying. All right, so this caves in. That's fine. All right, so now that that's done, I'm actually going to dig through this. Tell them to deconstruct all of this. And I'm going to make a double layer of ammo storage in here. We're going to make some metal ammo. Because what do I have for bars? Iron bars. Copper. Let's make 21 bronze bolts. Sunbirths? That sounds so wrong. Only if you think in wrong ways. No, it was a beautiful fortress. It was a glacier fort, but there was a forgotten beast that had a very similar syndrome to that, which would just make you spontaneously bleed to death, except when it got mixed into the snow, it would reinfect any dwarf that stepped into that tile that was infected with the snow. So it constantly kept, like, re-affecting dwarves. It was a really fun fort, aside from the part where every, like, 3 to 6 weeks, one dwarf would get infected, and then two-thirds of the dwarves, if not more, would die of spontaneous bleeding. So it was a great fort with no problems. Lovely place to live, great for vacations. There's currently a big deep sale discount on their guest rooms for some reason, and it may be mostly populated with demons now. Although when we did finally dig too deeply and greedily, a bunch of the demons were made of fire, so I actually have footage of, like, half of the fort caving in, because, like, what's the word? They just melted through all the floors because everything in it was made out of ice, which is kind of awesome, I gotta say. Like, genuinely kind of awesome. One of my favorite features of that fort was that... Why do I keep accidentally clicking out? Yay. There we go. Sorry, I keep accidentally tabbing out. My screen was slightly in a different place than usual. Except there's that. I actually recommend making a fortress entirely out of ice and then trying to find a flame, like either a dragon or a fire enemy, because it is super entertaining to watch. Like, extremely entertaining. It's like it's a really cool visual, even though it's like, well, I guess my fort dies now. It's still just a really cool visual. Genuinely, like, a awesome thing to witness, but, you know, really bad for every other part of your dwarf's long-term health. Also remember, chat, things only appear wrong if you have a dirty mind, if you have a sense of childish wonder. Things don't seem wrong as often. So if you think something seems wrong, and you're like, man, that's weirdly sexual, the only person making it sexual is you. That is a choice that you can make yourself. And you don't have to. You never have to. I'm just designating stuff, so don't worry too much. Even though we're in an ad, nobody's missing anything. Actually, you know what? Let's put these. If I accidentally tab out and open up another Twitch stream again, I might just have to close the Twitch tab, because that is like the 5th time I've done that in the last 90 seconds. Because apparently my mouse hand is malfunctioning. I mean, they're still really cool. The problem with ice walls is they just suddenly became very melty. But I don't know. I honestly think that was one of the coolest endings to a fort I've ever had. Just sunbursts collapsing. It was just super cool. All right, well, we'll let them do all that nonsense. And I'm going to go back down to here and keep working on this. Which is going to take a lot longer now that I've got them digging out that huge thing. Which probably means it's a good idea for us to actually pause all of this digging real quick. Just do, well, actually not pause it, but just go priority number 3, priority number 3, priority number 3. And that'll pause the whole thing. And priority number 3. This is going to be a ballista launch zone. I have ballista here and a ballista here. Maybe we'll actually widen this a little bit. So that I can do ballistas on either side. So it'll be a ballista here and a ballista there. And they're going to fire this way, and then these are going to be fortifications at the end, and these are going to be fortifications at the end. I may actually also change this to up a layer.
This is madness.
And this to... I mean, maybe not all of it up a layer, but just this up a layer so that the people... So that the dwarves on the upper layer can shoot bolts down. How are you doing, Hobo? It's good to see you. We just lost a ton of dwarves in a very short period of time. But yeah, I'm thinking we play like until about 3 p.m. of this, and then we're gonna go switch over to some Manor Lords. Also, chat room, I just want to say, we're in the thralls of summer. Summer is slow season for this channel. It always has been, probably always will be, unfortunately. But I just want to say thank you to those of you who do watch me during the Thralls of Summer, because of people who do watch the stream, I can continue to do this consistently and stably. So thank you very much for watching the stream. Thanks for tuning in. And the time of year when everybody goes, oh, Dwarf Fort, what's that? Weird. Because it's the time of year when it's hard to do what I do for a living. So thank you. Although it's much easier now than it was a couple years ago. A couple years ago, we'd have 40 people around at this time of year instead of 150. Oh, hey, Dwarf Fortress isn't responding. That's okay. It started responding again. Earth the dwarf, earth the fort. Makes it super easy for you to tune in. I'm glad. It's not the case for everybody. I don't actually know why... Okay, I was gonna say, I don't know why these dwarves aren't queuing these jobs up, but I guess they are. Then the new UI versus the old UI? Why are you saying that you stuck with the old UI for a really long time? Is that why you're saying that you felt that way? I think it's fantastic, and I've felt that way since I first played it. But there still are plenty of people in the Dwarf Fortress community that despise this version, which kind of confuses me a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna actually set you guys to off duty for right now. Need extra hands. And I actually can set them all to the Look Mono pants uniform. Turns out I need 2 more pairs of pants. 3 more pairs of pants. So let's make Iron Greaves 10. And I'm also going to set all of these dwarves to... no, well, actually, let's set them to off-duty first for a little bit. Take them off training. Remove them all from training here. Give them a wee bit of a break first. Let them go get new clothing and whatnot. So I'll give them like maybe a month or 2 to go chill and then do other tasks. And then it's just going to be all training all day, all the time until Hellfire. This goddamn game, you got tired of it, so I fired up Valheim and kept thinking about DF stuff still. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? You're Draken. To be in that small club? That's called being a starving artist, generally. I wouldn't say it's I wouldn't say it's cool. I would say that is unfortunate because less people will experience a cool thing. Is all that means to me. Of course, they made it up to here. All of these newbie miners getting started. I would say that a starving artist is sad. It's like one of the biggest shames of the art community is the fact that many, many, many artists won't be appreciated until after they're dead because their art doesn't gain value until they're not able to make it anymore. Which is just, you know, a prime example as to why, like, the investments in the art world is a very broken, sad system, really. Is that may never gain value? Yeah, that too. I mean, it's summertime, you Draken. Take a break, you know? Or, like, wait until adventure mode is done, you know? Like, of course, I want, like, for me personally, I would love everybody to play nothing but Dwarf Fortress forever, for all eternity, and the maximum number of possible players who could possibly enjoy this game are playing it at all times, because that would mean I would make more money and have a bigger audience. But the reality is that's not the way life works, so go play other games, go take a break. Or, you know, don't play the game and instead just watch streams, which I know that that's still self-serving for me, but, like, don't play the game, just go watch streams and live vicariously through other folks. You know, who maybe are enjoying, like, the game at the time, right? And I don't think that's a bad thing at all. You had brute force through the learning curve? Gotcha. I mean, many people did back then, right? So, you know, you Draken. It's good to see you, though. All that being said, like, it's nice that when you do slightly feel the itch, you come by. But You know, even I, like, at times get burnt out on this game. And usually what I do when I burn out on this game is I go play another game for a week. And then people are like, we're Dwarf. And then I go, I'm human too, lads. I'm human too. Then they go, no, you're not, you're Dwarf. I'm like, well, fuck. Missing the point. I mean, that's usually what whenever, like, I see people in my YouTube, like, man, the number of times I start a sentence by saying, whenever I see somebody in my YouTube comments, genuinely though, whenever I see somebody in my YouTube comments who's just, like, viscerally angry about bugs in Dwarf Fortress, all I can really tell them at this point is just, hey, listen, you know, I know that in your heart you want to tell me that I'm a, like, sellout, freeloader who's here to just make money off of other people's art, but genuinely, go play other games. Like, other games exist. And if you want something specifically out of this game that it's not doing, either right now or not currently or won't ever do, go play a game that fills that need, right? Like, if you're looking for something very specific, go play something else. Because I would rather, personally, that you enjoy playing a different game that isn't Dwarf Fortress then you don't enjoy playing Dwarf Fortress because, well, that's just silly at that point. Okay, well, at least it is staying generally in the right spot. So that's good news. Wagons have arrived. Traders are here. No, unfortunately. I had the options for unlock emotes are like very shitty, and you also only get them for 24 hours. So, at the end of the day, if you want animated emotes, either subscribe or ask somebody else to help you. Hey chat, help out Knord, please. Be great if you could do that for us. Priority number 1, why you no do? Turns out if you want a digging job done efficiently, don't queue up 2 very large high priority digging jobs at the same time. You're never fast enough. Hey, you got it. Sure, somebody else needs one. So apparently Freeways is meeting with our diplomat now, which is interesting. Never seen Freeways meet. Oh yeah, I guess because the Duke Consort died, didn't he? Well, shit. Glass goblet. I guess I should probably go up here. Pause the game briefly. And go over to this and do this. Holy shit. That is actually funny. There is so many of them. Oh boy. My freaking Christ. I also really need to trade so that we can get migrants. Investments are open, chat, if you care. Are you telling me that you can undulate if you want to? You can leave your dwarfs behind? Okay, let's move up. we are going to move worn out clothing here, which I'm aware will also take them off map or out of the fort, but honestly, that's okay. Got a lot of old clothing that needs to go away. Okay, let's drop out of here. I wonder. I could sell a whole bunch of scrolls that are copies. I have 115 quires. You know what? I'm actually just going to sell these quires. Except for the ones that have writing on them. Let's go to large gems. Some of these are exceptionally valuable. That's what I do to make sure that we get migrants. The things that we do to make sure that we get migrants. Let's all raise a beer for the dwarfs that we lost. I think we can do that, Dominoc. Chat, can we get a round of beers? Here, I'll even use the thing. Wait, what? Oh, okay. No, I can't do the thing. There you go. You're gonna go do that. This is actually my adventure. This particular character. Okay, so I can try and drop a rock on this thing now, which is close enough. I'm going to try and drop a rock on this thing. Wish me luck, chats. Wish me luck. I'm gonna lock this door. Thing is, I actually need to pull it twice. I'm gonna pause this and wait for this to get pulled first. Damn, Kaynord, indeed. Hot damn. Is in fact a lot of tickets. Okay, I'm assuming you're coming down here to do that. Are we watching that rock? What about the roll? Oh, well, never mind. It does drop it. We checked for heat. What devilry is this? Okay, so did I get it? I think we did. Whew. I think we got it. Because it was on this floor and I'm not seeing it. But I'm also not seeing its body. Or any bits of it. What was it called? Don't think that was it. That's the dwarf's hands. That's bits of JJ. Ooh. Okay, no, that's magma mist. Creature composed of salt. There it is. The devil goo. Matched strange. I think we're good. But I also punched a hole into hell with it. So 2 holes into hell with it, actually. Phew. I'm pretty sure it was match strange, but yeah, there's just the white haunt, no more white devil. Can I just say, I think it's really sad that there was, this child, Edom, died, who is now haunting another child. So we had a tantrumy child who died, is now haunting another child. Let's take all of the trade goods because we have ridiculously high value of trade goods. And we're gonna just make sure that we're trading with home, these dudes. Gonna buy those gems. Buy the rough glass as well. And I'm gonna do something I haven't done yet. I'm gonna buy a lot of weapons off them. Buy the picks, maces, warhammers, whatever, doesn't matter. Shields, low boots, sure, 2 of the high boots as well. The helms, the cap, well, maybe not the caps, the gauntlets, the gloves even. Could probably actually afford their cloth for once. I don't need the meat, we got plenty. Buy the fish though. Greaves, leggings, loincloths, backpacks, quivers. Also buy the scrolls, the books. I just buy everything even. Also buy their large gems and sell them back to them. Oh, they really did bring no bins. That's actually kind of impressive. Okay, well, I can sell less to them then. And trade. Still got a ton of items to bring, so we'll wait for the second group. Anvils for metals, I'm not going to bother melting it. Metal isn't really an issue now at this point. It's mostly just, we need things quickly now. Two entrances to the circus, yes. Also, I need to check something. Okay, so currently every single agitated wild animal isn't actually on the surface. They're all in cages. So that's good for us. Which means maybe we've finally waited long enough so that the agitated wildlife will stop trying to murder us horribly. Which honestly would be kind of nice. 7K and got 12K back? Yep. Does anybody remember the day that Crutonium went from 800 tickets to 100,000 in one day? He just alled in repeatedly until he hit 100,000, and then he alled in the 100,000 and lost. Crutonium is an old member of this community who doesn't come around so much these days, but... Have I done a tutorial on blueprints? There is no tutorial on blueprints because blueprints don't do what people think blueprints do. Blueprints are literally just the most basic nonsense ever. You click this button, and then you can plan. That is it. And then you can click this button, or no, not that button. You can click this button and then click and drag, and they become no longer blueprints. That's it. There is no tutorial on blueprints because it's redundant. It's like, it would fit in a YouTube short. No, here's the thing. Dwarf Fort blueprinting mode has been in the game as long as I can remember, right? And way back, it was a perfectly adequate blueprinting mode. But ever since this little indie game called Factorio, people expect more from blueprint modes. And so I just don't bother making, I never bothered making a tutorial because it's completely redundant. It would just be like a minute about why that's not in the game and why it doesn't work the way you think it does. Which I don't like making videos like that, so I can't be asked, I'm sorry. I'm also gonna buy all of the instruments from these guys. Also the flasks, why not? And we're gonna do the same thing with these guys. I'm gonna buy weapons made of metal. Helms, shields, socks, high boots, low boots, mittens. Actually, can't buy all these things. Okay, fine, I won't buy the helms then. And trade. Yeah, take notes. Yeah, I've seen people do that before. Okay, so what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and put this here. Oh. It took out my stairs on the way down. So this is the lowest layer we can get to currently. So I need to, like, I can do this, but I have to stare very carefully. There's a hamster in here. I have to be very careful about where they go when they go in here. And I also have to watch down here very closely. Because the second I see a demon, I need to stop. But I also have a feeling that they're not going to come attack me. Also, shoutouts to the Duke of FireOrb, whose body actually managed to make it all the way into hell. And for these dwarves, the exception of you, they're all going to go train. I'm also going to pause the game for a second here and move up to right here. Tell them all to go train right there. I'm also going to tell them to dig through this when they get down here. But obviously first I need this constructed. I do actually wonder if they're even coming down here right now. Nope. Here come the soldiers. Comes the dwarf to pick up equipment. Do actually wonder what the majority of these dwarves are doing. Okay, we've got a lot of memorials still being engraved. Oh boy. A lot of memorials being placed. Shadow absorber. I think I clicked the wrong one there. Yep. Well, you're just going there to pick up new shorts. Also in an ad break, but I'm just going to let it run. Well, that was very exciting, if nothing else. Let me tell you, that was very, very, very exciting. I think something I'm going to do, actually, while I'm in the ad break, is I'm going to go all the way the hell up here. And I'm just going to do this. Leave those. Okay, we'll keep the adamantine wafers job up and running. Actually, nah, it's probably just going to immediately cancel anyway. I'm going to go here. I'm going to pause all of this. Because turns out we got a lot of other jobs that I need to do right now that are significantly more important. So the actual invasion is going to end up happening on my birthday, and then Tuesday next week I think we'll be starting a new fort, because I'm looking at the time right now going, I don't think I'm going to have time today, unfortunately, as much as I would love to. Don't see it happening. Yeah, I can just cancel that. That's fine. All these collect sand jobs can get canceled as well. Whew, okay. Did I just see something fall down there? What? Going to hell on your birthday? I mean, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. It is going to be fun. Okay, so it's this that needs flooring and that needs flooring. I think I'm actually just going to go all the way up to here. Okay, so there's more than one. Oh, okay, I understand. I see why it's not working. It makes total sense, because this upper layer right here doesn't have any stairs currently. This layer lost its stairs. So that's what needs to be built. I don't know about you, chat, but these hell invasions are so tense that it's actually kind of difficult for me to stream coherently. Like, genuinely, it does make it kind of difficult for me to properly play. Because it is so tense. It's like, this whole fort could just collapse in a moment. I also don't really know how good of a viewing experience it is, but it is very tense. So I hope you brought your backpack, because we're tenting here. Or also dig that down, maybe. Okay, there we go. That'll work. It's great. Oh, well. Right here, pitching tents. Yep. It's like stressful, Torio Torrens, over in YouTube chat. Like, genuinely, it is stressful. Like, I'm staring at this not because I want to be staring at this particular part in the map. There's other parts of the map I want to be staring at. But if I don't stare at this, a demon could get in, because there's a direct hole into hell right now through here. It's like a demon could just walk right into the fort. And then I'd have to lock the door. Although I could Hammer of Armok them pretty effectively, but... It's like, I don't actually want to be staring at this, but I don't have an option. Kind of zooming out, hoping I see some... There we go, here comes some pickaxes. Here comes some pickaxes. Is this getting constructed? No, not yet. Oh, that's fine. Oh, shit. See what I mean? Is it just the one? It's just the one Shadow Banshee. Astoth the Marks Dwarf has been found dead? Oh. Okay, well, we're gonna let this thing out. If it wants. We're gonna kill this thing. Oh, I thought I was seeing deadly dust. It's just miasma. No concerns there. Chat, we're gonna fight a demon. This is a Banshee of Shadow. These Banshees of Shadows are large blobs composed of ash that don't really do much aside from being large blobs composed of ash. The dwarves run directly at it and it explodes almost immediately. Okay, now that I've done that, let's go back to what we were doing, which is channeling this down. And I'm gonna send these squads all the way down to here. Well, I mean, it's a hit song in the same way there's a hole in the bucket, Dear Liza is a hit song. Same kind of vibe, honestly. You know, I'm just realizing that I really fucked up by queuing up all of this. Okay. So fix it, dear Henry. How's the day been? Chat. For those of you who've been around for today, can you help me do a overarching thing of stuff that's happened? Let's see. We've had demons, sieges, lava, lots of death. No angels today. We've largely fixed the bad moods. Ghosts, possessions. Another dragon showed up, but it's asexual, so I can't make baby dragons, which makes me really sad. I think that's all of the major points. Duke Consort of FireOrb has been found dead. Okay, so I'm going to move the military down. So don't do that, obviously. Okay. Yeah, there's no stairs down to this level either. So basically we got to go down to here. I just saw a demon, but the game is paused. Okay, so all of these Banshees of Shadows are just like running directly at, or not running, but floating ominously in the general direction of our death. My card, the Marksdwarf's been found dead. Where the heck did it go? I don't see it, but dwarves are headed down. Okay, well, it's just sitting there. Just vibing. Screen glass blocks. Pretty sure this is about as deep as we can go here. You know, I'm gonna see if I can tell them to dig down Right here. Because this would actually be a lot easier. Because then I could just go down to here, and dig through this, and dig through this. And just block the sucker off, hopefully. Okay, well, first one is getting dug. Might as well get all this stuff dug out as best we can. This is the layer below that we can reach right now. In the end, it's a new beginning. This is true. Very much the truth. We're just waiting for our... Just waiting on... Okay, that's where it died. This was the thing that killed everybody. Right here. Come on, dwarves. We just require the miners to get their very slow-moving butts and their goddamn pickaxes down here stat. Diddly-doo-hickey. Can we not just get this, please? There we go. Finally. We're mining through the obsidian, or not the obsidian, the adamantine. I had the game paused. I still, I kind of wish I could unpause the game while telling the soldiers where to go, but I get it. Okay, come on. Come on. Work briskly, dwarves. We only have so much frickin' time. Okay, so I actually would like you to not do all this right now. I would like you to do this. This can all be priority 2. Lorban planter found dead. Okay, so this right here gets this. This right here gets this. All of the military moves down to here. Tekud, the glassmaker, has created a green glass bracelet and offers it to us. That is fantastic. A back massage would be pretty nice. Maybe a nap. And a winning lottery ticket while you're at it. You weren't specific. You just said anything. Come on, dwarfs. Okay, let's pause that. Let's unforbid these. Let's unforbid that. And where are my craft store shops at? There they are. Metal strands. Okay, so now we just need to wait for these to all get constructed, which we're basically at. Okay, so now, come on. Oh, for fuck. Some ancient horror was encased here until now. What is this? What is this? What is this? This is a slate gray brute. It has poison bite. It is a great feathered human. Chat, can I get a big round of beers, please? It is a great feathered Gila monster twisted into humanoid form. It has a bloated body and its eyes glow lime. Its slate gray feathers are long and narrow. Beware its poison bites. A little nippy, as they say. Maybe people say that, I don't know. Tell the dwarves to kill it. Fortunately, the military are literally one layer up. There is no dead so far. This dwarf is currently gambling with gravity and the density of the things they could fall into below. This dwarf is in midair currently. That dwarf has just lost his intestines. That's Nodakasa. Nodakasa, in fact, had their intestines ripped out, and the creature grabbed his pick, which is actually kind of terrifying. It is now wielding a pick. We've got dwarves running in to fight with it. It is an accomplished warrior. Fallout Rain is moving directly up to the creature and beginning to fight with it. Something just went flying. I don't think it belongs to Fallout Rain. Actually, he bashes the Slate Grey Brute in the right hand with his mace, bruising the muscle, which also bruised the guts. Lytast has lost a lot of something and is in pieces, probably. This creature is bleeding, which is good, because a Spearmaster stabbed it in the lower body with the iron spear, which tore the guts. A Mace Lord bashed it. Okay, so we are getting some decent hits in. Goodbye, Fallout Rain. It's nice knowing you. You lived well. You fought harder. And went splat. There goes Bastet as well. There goes Ilmirin. Uh-oh. The creature has fallen. Nodokasa is about to have fallen. And it appears that there is the Slate Grey Demon didn't die, but actually fell down into hell with Rag the Wicked. Rag the Wicked is doing not doing anything because he's unconscious, but the creature just ripped apart at least a good... Okay, so let's see. Fallout Rain, Kumil, Ilmirin, Dishmab, and Bastat all flew to pieces in hell alongside of Rag the Wicked. The creature is now in hell with the monsters down below. Can we finish building this stuff, please? Like, please? Like seriously, can we do that? And I'm just gonna tell all my soldiers to go station right here. Because is it even gonna come back up? Nope, it's running away and bleeding. It's off to go inform its friends. It's still bleeding, it's pale. Glassmaker was found dead. Tried to run away. All right, well, good news is we're almost done with this side of the thing. And it has stopped bleeding. It has turned around. And is going God knows where off into the night. We have freed an archdemon. We've probably caused another... Theoretically, we've just caused another goblin civ to come into existence. I would say those dwarves, absolute heroes. They died well. We've got one more tile to place before hell is sealed. Let's just move them out here. That is the goal. And chat, we have now sealed hell. The true heroes of FireOrb. Greatest dwarves to have ever lived. At least in recent memory in the general vicinity. And now we shall mine out literally everything that we can. The soldiers are going to go back to training. It's time to appoint new captains. Such as Stakud, Monalm is still captain. Yep. Moral is still captain. Horrible day. God save the dwarf. Armok save the dwarves if the demons ever learn to break it, yes. This has been a fucking wild hour and 40 minutes, chat. Absolutely fucking wild. Absolutely fucking wild. It's a shame more people aren't here to see it. Bearded Dwarf. Bearded Dwarf, Bearded Dwarf, Bearded Dwarf, Bearded Dwarf, Bearded... Are you a Bearded Dwarf? You just haven't had an icon in a while. No, you are not. Iteb the Milker, then. Although the bright side of this whole situation, chat, is in 6 months or in 3 months or a month or whenever the next big update for Dwarf Fort comes out and people go, man, that was a cool fort. You guys will be like, oh boy, you have no idea. You should go back and watch the VODs for FireOrb if you want to see a hell of a fort. He dreams of raising a family. He personally values hard work, sees no value in holding back complaints and concealing emotions. He doesn't care about complaints or doesn't care about friendship. He doesn't really value skills related to fighting. He has an overinflated sense of self-worth. He feels best when everyone gets along without any strife or contention. He rarely develops positive feelings, and he tends to act with little, and he tends to be a little tight with resources when working on projects. He is quite ambitious, and he tends to, and he dislikes this sort of concealment in the abstract. He is quite comfortable with others that have a different appearance or culture, and he tends to avoid any physical confrontations. He works to spread his natural tendency with his respect and martial prowess. He tends to assume that the worst of two outcomes will be the one that comes to pass, and he does not have a great aesthetic sensitivity. He is conflicted by this. He values artwork and its creation. He can handle stress, and he tends to be passive in discussions, and he has a sense of duty. He is trusting, and he is slow to anger, and he tends to think before acting. He begins to talk in monotone when he's bored, and he needs alcohol to get through the working day. You have no family and no friends. You're a member of the Sect of Heavens. You have no kills. Welcome to the fort. I'm very good in catastrophic management. Thank you. I just wish I didn't have to manually go through all these. And yeah, I am aware there's auto slab, but still feels like cheating. I was... Bush. Edzul. Bolt. Wait, no. Both. We'll just do that for right now on that one. Kib. ETUR. RITH. Do sim. It's really the first coup mill we've had in this fort. That's kind of impressive. I'm really sad we lost Rag the Wicked. I liked that dwarf. I was a dwarf that killed the first angel to show up. Dishmab OD. Also Nodo Casa the second. Unfortunately is now lost. Bastet died officially. Although if you're gonna die by falling into hell and then having a demon land on your head, there are worse ways to go. I'm learning the name. Oh, yeah, sure. Sure, I'm learning the names of the heroes of FireOrb. And also it appears I just set somebody on fire. Whoops. And that can be unforbidden. Okay. Dumb ways to die, a song in Dwarf Fortress style. Should tell Fog to do something with that next year. But yeah. Oh. Well, on the topic of dumb ways to die Dwarf Fortress style. Oops. I was like, this will be fine. Oopsie. Yeah, yep. Rock. Slab.
Bring out your dead!
Also, yes, I'm aware I'm queuing up 200. For those of you who missed it because you couldn't see it, I just queued up 200 slabs made of obsidian. So, baby, we're gonna need a lot more of those where that came from. Somehow the queen is still alive. How about just dumb ways to Dwarf? Died while practicing the art of obsidian production. Yeah. Well, I wonder how many wafers we're up to. 3? Yeah. Well, chat, it's 3:30 p.m. I have to leave in 2.5 hours. You guys want to go play some Manor Lords for a bit? Start a new town in Manor Lords and see how that game's playing? See how it runs on Linux, too. Running in Proton. Because I've tried it a little bit. I know it runs, but that's about it. What do you think, chat? Seems like a pretty decent spot to leave this fort off anyways. I mean, it's a state of absolute manic chaos, but hey, I would say we won. Largely. We're only in late autumn, which means hopefully we'll get some migrants soon. Up here on the main level, the dwarves go back to their day-to-day, forgetting those that they'd lost down below shortly after placing the first few memorials. While it is a sad day for the fortress of FireOrb, they smile, knowing they've acquired more adamantine than they ever could have imagined. For a place with no metal, we clearly have been blessed to have some of the best metal in the world. And the sphere is starting to make strange sounds at night, and dwarves are getting mildly concerned. That is all. But chat room, we are swapping games now. So if you're sticking around, could I get a round of beers? For Twitch chat, you can say goodbye to the VOD watchers. You can do that too, YouTube chat, if you like. But I'm not shutting you guys down, YouTube. You guys, I'll bring you guys along for the ride. We're gonna go play some Manor Lords and check in, because that game's had a couple patches, and I want to see how it's playing, if anything's noticeably different, or if it's still just a chill little town builder. So if you're sticking around, give us a round of beers. If you're not, please just leave the tab up, maybe mute it. Greatly appreciate that if you are. And if you are peacing out, we'll see you when we see you. Otherwise, it's time for some manners. Mind your Manor Lords. That might be my title. Ultimate price of adamantine? The lives of your dwarves? Yeah, no, totally. Okay. Solid, I say.